Welcome to the season finale of the Styrian Karting Championships 2025. We are back at Styrian Karting for that fourth round of the championship, and our goal for the weekend should be to defend that P2 in the overall classification and bring that vice championship title home. So yeah, that should be the goal, and what you're seeing here is maybe also my last ever weekend in senior Rotax of my entire life, as we took a quite hard decision and decided to not carry on in senior Rotax for the 2026 season. But that's a story for a different video. Now we just want to have one last memorable weekend in that very beautiful class. And yeah, 2 races ahead of us, and jumping into grid formation. And there you can see our teammate is right in front of us. This is the 373. Coming from P6, flag goes down and we go racing, getting a poor getaway, but with a late braking maneuver we were able to gain 1 place up to P5, and now right on the back of the 373. Up towards the chicane, everybody goes defensive, and there are no position changes ahead of us. So our goal for that first few laps should be to keep up the pace with our teammate and maybe attack later in that race. But as you can see, yeah, we do have quite a hard time in that infield section. There is still a bit of defending from our teammate. Yeah, but that's it for the moment. You can see the first 3 are already pulling away just a bit, and we do also have a bit of pressure from behind. So yeah, let's see how that race will carry on. Getting a bit of a better exit once again out of that final corner. Jumping ahead a few laps. We're getting more and more pressure from behind. And as you can see, I'm defending that inside line quite hard now. We're getting just a bit of a bump, getting sent out wide, and there you can see around the outside, we're holding the outside line. He was on the inside, getting a quite okay exit, I think, but still the 313 dives down the inside. He must have had an amazing exit out of that 180-degree corner, and as you can see, he tries to signal us, let's move forward. Oh, and we're messing up that apex. And jumping ahead a few more laps, you can see he was able to close that gap to my teammate. And now they will probably start battling, and that should bring us closer once again. And maybe we are able to move up 1 or 2 places more, which would be, of course, important for our vice championship hopes. On to the start finish straight once again. You can see heavy defense from our teammate, and there is the switchback from the 313, but just not enough to get through. Overtaking at Styrian Karting, always tricky as it's so narrow and a quite slow track. Smashing the backhand of him out of that fast right-hander. And yeah, we kissed that curb, and that gave us quite a bad exit. But we may get a chance to set a late attack. I think there are 2 more laps to go now, or maybe 3. But we're really in the dying stages of that first race of the weekend. Head down once again up towards the chicane. My teammate defends once again. and into the left-hander. There is a massive hit from the 313, forcing him wide. But there was no front fairing penalty for him. But still, we are now right on the backhand of the 373, and maybe we will get another chance. This is the last lap of the race, by the way. So we do have just 2 realistic chances now. The first one is up towards the chicane, coming up here, but he's defending the inside line quite nicely. So we do have one more chance, and that is that 180-degree corner coming up here, but we're not close enough for that, and I think it should be over now. Getting into that last corner of the lap, trying to get a better exit. We get that better exit, slipstreaming and onto the line, but the checkered flag is already out, and that's a P6 in that first race of the weekend. And of course, that is not enough to defend our second place in the championship. We're still holding it, but for the second race we need a better position, so that should be the goal for that final race of the year. You can see we are once again starting on P6, but this time our teammate is on our right side, coming on to the start-finish straight. Flag goes down and we do get a absolutely terrible getaway. I'm trying to send it around the outside once again, but this time that was not enough, and we lost one position. The 348 is now in front of us. So P7 at the moment. Into the chicane we got I think we got hit on our rear bumper. And into that 180-degree corner, you can see there was a bit of a traffic jam. Everybody defended that inside line. Once again we're smashing the back of the 348, and you can see I really want to gain that position back, but also signalizing from him, let's try to move forward. And normally he's quite a quick driver, so maybe we can profit from that. But you can see that out of those slow corners I really struggle with acceleration, and that's probably because we're driving the wrong gear ratio. And as you can see on that straights, I'm really flying towards the back of the 348. So maybe that's a wrong sprocket once again. We're really coming closer on that end of the straights, but especially out of this corner we're leaking a lot of acceleration. And that gave us quite a hard time, especially in that second race. But what we can see is that the leading group is quite big, so no real gaps in that first 6 cars. Once again onto the start-finish straight. There are a lot of leaves on track, actually making it a bit slippery, but everybody through that without a problem. But there is the mistake from the 348. We're trying to sneak down the inside, but he defends the inside line. Up towards the chicane and down the inside. Late braking, and that's one place gained. But remember our wrong sprocket. And we're now getting a bit of a rough exit, but not too bad. But he is able to pull alongside and squeeze us back through in that fast right-hander, and that's The second time we got overtaken in that corner that weekend. So, yeah. Just not the perfect setup, and that, yeah, probably, yeah, cost me that vice championship title. As for the moment, this is by far not enough to keep that second place, and yeah, you can see, even if we were able to move up to P6, there is a massive gap out in front, and we won't be able to close that. And jumping ahead into the tying stages of the race, you can see we're still on the back of the 348, but yeah, just not enough to set an overtake. But now I think we should just enjoy that final moments in my senior Rotax career after, yeah, almost 5 full seasons in that class. We decided to switch to Rotax TD2 for the 2026 season, and yeah, let's see what we can do here. But there will be a separate video about that. Checkered flag is out, ladies and gentlemen. P7 at our last race in senior Rotax, and that's, yeah, P3 in the Styrian karting championships. Yeah, so it was quite a good battle actually. But yeah, that's it. There is a Styrian champion, our Styrian champion. So celebrations for him. He's done a great job over the whole season. Yeah, we had a bit of bad luck as well with that crash at the second round, but yeah, in the end I think we need to be happy with that third place. And yeah, I say thanks for watching and stay tuned for that next video. See you over there. Bye bye.